Now, I mentioned the presence of several banks in Togo. So, I would like to invite you to listen to the testimony of the CEO of EcoBank, His Excellency Mr. Ade Ayeyemi, as a witness, because EcoBank is based in Lome. It is one of the largest multinationals based in Lome. EcoBank is the largest Pan-African bank in terms of coverage, geographical coverage, and also one of the largest in terms of operations. So, it's very important, in my opinion, to seize the opportunity of having the reading of the CEO of EcoBank. Why EcoBank is there in Togo, I mean. Why is Togo an important location for businesses like this? And why Togo maybe is positioning itself as reformer that should be, basically taken into account by EcoBank and others, of course. Okay, there we go.
And all the leaders of Togo government that are here, and also all the interested parties in Africa that are here. Thank you for being here on behalf of the continent. EcoBank was formed 31 years ago, and we've been in Togo for the last 31 years. I joined EcoBank close to 4 years ago. So what I'm going to tell you is just 31 years of EcoBank and nearly 4 years of myself, observation about Togo and why it is. Because I asked myself the question when I was offered the role. I've never been to Togo in my life. I don't speak French. And therefore, I cannot live in Togo. But I've been convinced for the last 4 years, one, for ECOWAS to be formed. ECOWAS was formed. It was a decision led between Togo and another country. Now, you always think that when a country is physically, geographically small, they tend to want to protect itself and don't want to integrate with others. So the outward looking of Togo in the formation of ECOWAS ensures that you have a market that is very large, close to 400 million people, and people remember that history. The second is, I used to work for a bank and I see all the letters of credit. It says ex-Lome. And I asked myself, so why ex-Lome? And the reason why it's ex-Lome is because the port in Lome is very good, is very efficient. And that port, therefore, serves all the countries in the neighborhood. And they say, okay, that's very good. But what about living conditions there? I bear testimony. I live there with my family. And I've never been to Togo until August 2015. I've always been that Nigerian that flies over the West Africa. So I tell you that it's a country that is welcoming. It's a country that is in the heart of ECOWAS, close to 400 million people. So you are making that decision on should we invest in Togo? Don't look at Togo statistics in terms of population. That population is a proxy for demand. That demand is 400 million people across West Africa. I sit in my office every day. I see trucks moving. I see things being done at the port. And I see ships that are parked that are going to discharge in the port of Togo. But those ships, those trucks, they're moving to the hinterland because Togo is well connected to the rest of the countries in the continent. And therefore, the next set of questions is, so we've got a port, we've got a good airport, we've got logistics, But we need to make sure that a lot of this now starts staying within the country. How do we make sure we invest in processing for those agricultural outputs so that it can then go out and go to the rest of the world? How do we make sure those expatriates that are here, they are able to buy things in Togo rather than going to Dubai? By the way, most of the people that buy things in Dubai, they are from Nigeria. And I've told you that Nigerians, Togo is home for them because that's where I live and I feel at home. Therefore, your investment conversation and decision, the country is open, the country is supportive of investment. EcoBank has been here for 31 years, and we are happy with the support of the state of Togo. Now, I feel very safe, my family feel very safe, and I drive around the country. Therefore, whoever comes to the country should feel very safe. Yes, I'm from Lagos. You say it takes little to make a Lagosian feel safer than Lagos, right? But quite honestly, I used to live in Johannesburg, so I feel relatively safer in Togo. And the support of the government, the access to the government leadership. The access to the president is good, but the access to the leadership, the willingness to listen, the willingness to convert, and make sure that we do everything in the best interest of the country is what has sustained us in Togo to be headquartered in Togo and be able to run 40 countries across Africa.
Thank you.
Well, many thanks for this very interesting insight coming from someone who has that experience dealing with Togo. It was very informative, and I'm sure you, ladies and gentlemen, really enjoyed his presentation. Next time, as I said, I will reveal to you the main business opportunities in Togo to other capsules. That's my promise for those who are interested in going deeper in the knowledge of the opportunities in our country, Togo. That will be all for today. If you have any questions or comments, please, you can leave them below this video. I will be very happy to take care of them. Many thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.